been a long time since I filmed, but I want to start documenting the process of me making my crochet items. So right now, I'm learning how to make a keychain, and I want it to look like a pencil. I'm following a video that I'll put here, and I'm at the point where I add in the keychain part. And yes, I have on Christmas pajamas. And what about it? So I think he went into the side. They don't look too tight. And we're attaching, let me see if I have a smaller needle. Let's see if we can get the yarn through this thingy. Girl, gotta be another way. Let's see if it fits. So that fits. Now we're adding in, period. So it's attached. Well, it will be attached. So we're just gonna go in and out. This curl it in is really, so scratch that. We're gonna flip it because it'll be easier for me to work with this way. I'll come back when it's done because, so now that we got that attached, this is our progress. Now we're gonna move on to the little middle part, and this is where it gets kind of tricky because she uses worsted weight yarn, and the only gray yarn I have is this yarn that I got from Dollar Tree a while back. It's the chenille yarn. It's a weight 6. I have been using a size G hook, a 4 point, and because of this, the recommended hook size is an 8. So let's see if I can get away with using, what do I have? A 6. Because this is a small project and I don't want it to be super duper chunky, which is ironic because I'm using chunky yarn, but whatever. 3.5, that was a 4.25. This is a size 7. I'm gonna try my 5. This is my prim hook. Love this. I haven't gotten enough of them because they're expensive. So I need my cross to start making money for me so I can buy more prim hooks. But if the 5mm does not work out, I'm gonna go to the 6. Keep in mind the recommended hook size for me to use is 8. And the pattern here calls for 2 rows of single crochet because it's a single crochet project. Where am I at? However, oh, I did do that. Cool. But since I'm using, I don't know what I just said, but since I'm using a chunky yarn, I'm gonna attempt to use this smaller hook size. So we have her attached, and we did our chain 1, and we're working with 12. It's getting a little difficult. So first single crochet done. I think I do want to do just 1 row because the goal, one of the goals of this project was to use up the yarn that I have and not buy anymore, especially it's not yarn week. But if I just really need to get some gray yarn, because I do want to give this as one of my gifts. I noticed that co-working actually works really well for me. So I'm girl, I'm cosmetic. So yeah, co-working works really well for me. So I have a YouTube video playing in the background of this girl's channel that I recently found. Her name is, what's your name, girl? Anaya. So yeah, okay. So this is, I don't really like how this look, but we gonna see it through and see what happens. So I'm gonna do just 1 row of that gray, and then next is the yellow. So yeah, this is what we're looking like so far. We don't see. And then with chenille yarn, I haven't worked with it a lot, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel right now. But next up is this yellow that I have been trying to use. What I might do for like the next one is just change the metal band color to, I have a gray, but it's a variated yarn. Girl. Okay. Yeah, got my yellow. I'm about to attach my yellow, and I'm just gonna attach it with the same hook I was using. And I'm gonna return to using my G hook. And the video I was watching, I think she was like tying it as she went. Okay, we're on our yellow yarn. And for the pencil body, using yellow for 7 rounds, keeping the consistent stitch count of 12, which I do still have my stitch count as 12. Now we have to do 7 rows of the 12, and with it, 84 stitches, something like that. I might keep this gray because it's not a big of a deal as I was thinking it was gonna be, and it's starting to look like a pencil. Y'all imagine, I taught myself how to crochet. I was telling my mom I have a bad habit of thinking I can do anything, which is a big reason why I end up burnt out. But it's like, if I can do it, why not? I'm in. Whew, girl, I was about to say I'm in my 20s. I'm 30 now. I'm young. I have the use of all my limbs. Why not? I wanted to be a business owner since I was a kid. Um, my parents owned a business when I was growing up. They owned a restaurant. Um, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. I just have always had like really big ideas, and now I'm an adult with adult resources, and life is life, and the world is worlding, and your girl needs another stream of income. So why not put these hands that I was blessed with to work? Okay. Okay. So after frogging it like 2 more times, this is what we have. And I've reached the point where it's time for the polyfill. Okay. Now I think it's time for us to move on to the wood color. So let me, oh geez, let me change my colors. Oh, we gotta, okay, decrease, and then 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches, decrease, single crochet, single crochet. We did it, Joe. Let me see.